Okay, we live. All right, cool. All right, I don't know what happened, guys. No idea. That has never happened before. I had to restart my PC for my camera to start working again. No idea. No idea. Okay, well. Welcome back, everybody. All right. In case. All right. Okay. So when you last saw me, I asked the chat. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Whoops.
Best streamer on Twitch.
No question. Right? No question. Thank you, No Decaf, please, with 2 months, and White Line 85 with 3 months. All right. I asked the chat a question. If we had seen these scenes before, you guys said no. We were in the classroom. Or no, we were talking to Futaba, and Futaba said, or we asked her to bug his phone. We asked her to bug his phone, and she said, I can do it, no problem, done. And now we are in the interrogation room, setting up. See, it says, I see, so we're going to use this place. So we're going to use this place. So we're setting up the interrogation room for something. Okay. Continuing on.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
Thank you, Space Poon, with 2 months.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet.
Not by a long shot, Igor.
There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Oh, here it comes. Here's the big reveal. We didn't miss it. What? What? We're inside his mind. We're in Akechi's mind. We set this all up somehow. Or, wait a minute. Or he's inside my mind. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Because there was no guard. He was in my mind. We put him in my mind palace somehow. Interesting. It's odd there's no music. Just like Akechi said, justice with Akechi. Hope things are safer now. Okay, I heard they arrest fan thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. Wait a minute. We can finally breathe easy now. Killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation. I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away. Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening? Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back. Yeah, I deserve to die, and I hope he burns in hell! Are you listening? What were we talking about? You weren't paying attention. Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive. It's on a completely different level than just that. Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a plot to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill Jack-kun. If we go and assist his palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces. To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment. So this is really just a setup to shift blame onto us? He made us go after Okumura, and then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it? No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect of a police station. Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted, even if we defeat Akechi. We'll have to make Akechi say it, though once we do, the mastermind will likely eliminate us. I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately. Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestions? But if we go into the palace as told, Jack will get arrested and then murdered by Akechi. Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... we could use the palace to our advantage! What's this all of a sudden? There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off us, all while alerting his identity. Beat it! You gotta be kidding me! If he wants to kill Jack, why not let him? That is, inside the palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive Jack-kun, all the while believing he killed the real one. Yeah, that's it. It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry out this operation. Okay.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
Hold on. If I was fake murdered in the fucking palace, how did word get out into the real world?
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything.
No music, though. This is so strange.
Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
It's that guy!
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
Dead. I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
What I'm wondering is how do they get in and out of the fucking palace without Akechi knowing?
Still, how'd you pull this off?
Yes, please. Thank you, Sojiro.
Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
Yeah, and all the rest of us.
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
Right.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Right.
Hold on a sec.
No, keep going. I'm caught up to that.
Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi.
Yeah,
You
we're
knew
there already.
beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
He messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
Just get to the mistake!
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. Wait, so what was this mistake Akechi made?
Yeah!
What did he do?
Yeah!
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
Right. He heard the pancake thing. I'm there with you on that.
You mean a cat?
Oh God, please don't explain the whole thing.
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Oh God, please don't do this. Oh man, really?
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true.
Okay.
You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too. When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
I'm already here!
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
Can you shut up about the fucking pancakes?
That said,
We got lucky.
we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
Okay. I'm there with you.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Okay.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act.
Okay.
That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that?
Okay.
Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
For real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
Okay.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
Yup.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi.
We know all
Someone
this.
with great authority.
Yep.
So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
Yes. Here we go.
We're sorry for using you without your permission.
Shut up!
Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
Don't apologize!
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion.
I remember that because they looked at the casino and then they looked across the way, and the cross way at the police station was like not touched, but the courthouse was. So okay.
To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a great idea.
It's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi.
All right, new sub. And you know his name. He's the leader of the fucking thieves guild in space or whatever.
It's Taserface! Berserker!
What up, Dr. Taserface?
But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, Sis.
Sis.
The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
So chat, can we take it off emote only or not? Is there still more shit that can be spoiled?
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all.
Nay. Leave it on? Okay.
I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
Yar! What up, Korgax? Thank you for 2 months.
And regarding its location, I take it you use the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were 2 things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room.
Okay.
Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Okay.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
That's another thing, like how I thought if you died in the fucking, if you got shot in the metaverse, like you fucking lost your brain in the real world.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. Oh, now it would? Now we're worried about conversations going on too long? I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room.
Okay, so he was in both places.
Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I'm just glad I didn't die.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
Okay. Nope, still not getting it.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you.
I know, I mean, I picked up the fact that she got the phone, she was in the real world, picked up the phone, took it out, into the hallway, used it, entered the metaverse.
We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape.
Oh no, you had the phone when you walked into the interrogation room. Okay, so you had the phone, went into the metaverse, took it into the interrogation room, talked to the metaverse me, walked out of the interrogation room, and then used the phone again, and you were zapped out of the interrogation room, and then you talked to the real life guard.
By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
But you had to take the phone.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
Okay, so there was a chance she could have caught Akechi assassinating. Akechi came in after she left. No, hold on. Akechi came in with the guard, shot the guard. Okay.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Says I'm still online. Am I not online anymore?
Eat my sucky fucking dick!
Oh, it just froze. Oh, okay. Oh, that was the whole ice. You're doing the snowman because of the fucking shit froze. Okay, I got you. That's why. Okay. Panic basket is for offline. Snowman. Yeah, the snow what is for if it freezes. I get it now. Haha, hilarious. I need to get a new capture card, I think. All right. Thank you, Kage Shodai. We're 13 months in a row. I appreciate it. Okay, we couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely make or break moment entire plan. Yep.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
I love that the chat can only talk in emotes. So it's like the mods are trying to herd animals who can only like display emotions like only so much. Like you can tell if like a horse is angry or unsettled or, you know, like, or if a dog, same thing. Like it's so funny. It's like, shut up, stupid. It's fine. You're outside. Go pee, you big dummy. Yeah, I hear you scratching at the door. I understand.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Chat, do you want a treat?
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
Yay, treat! 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 Someone say treat!
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Sucky fucking dick!
Treat.
Treat! Treat! Thanks, Yeti Elder. You scared the shit out of me.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide.
A coroner? Wait, what? The police never checked it. They had a coroner?
That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
Oh, okay. They used the coroner that was on their own payroll against them.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Okay.
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
Okay, so that's how they got it out to the public. They still haven't figured out, they still haven't told me how, like, his brain didn't explode from being killed in the metaverse.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Mijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
We got a new sub, let's welcome real quick.
Hail the Beerinator, Berserker.
What up, Beerinator? Welcome. I don't remember much.
Don't. You shouldn't have to remember such things.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
I'll give you a treat, Chuckles. It's my dick.
Thank you, Killer Panda. Zeke, can you sex Makoto? Already done, buddy. Already done. I already maxed that shit out. I maxed it out and turned it out.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Wait, did you really, or did you go get some ice cream? It was left up to imagination, JP. It was, she stayed with me late into the wee hours. It was like, hey, I really like you. I like you too. You want to be my girlfriend? Yeah. You want to stay here for a little while? Yeah, sure. Cut to later that night, I'm taking her back to the train station. Or walking her there.
Can it, cat?
Imagination, so you wouldn't understand, JP. Sick burn knives!
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you.
All
fuck, do you come in? Oh, come on, baby. Tell me you got a persona.
You saved me, after all.
Oh, come on, into the metaverse, baby.
That's reassuring to hear.
Especially with the same outfit? Oh, shit.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
Oh, shit, Papa Coffee. Mocha Chill gonna come into the fucking metaverse too? Oh, shit.
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped.
They still have not explained how you can die in the metaverse and not have your brain melt in the real world.
Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
I have someone whispering. Why the fail fishes? Okay.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
There's something I obviously didn't understand about that whole story. Like a big thing I didn't understand. Something I didn't pick up on. All right, let me walk this through in my head here. Okay, so we go to the metaverse inside of her palace. We lure Akechi into the metaverse. We lure Akechi into the metaverse interrogation room where Jack is waiting. But the real Jack is in a real interrogation room. So he's in two places at once. But he murders him. In the metaverse. He does not murder him in the metaverse. Okay. So, was Jack just a projection from Sai? Okay, so he wasn't really in the metaverse. Okay. Okay, there it is. All right. So, Sai's projection of Jack got shot in the metaverse. Okay. Now that, I mean, that kind of clears up the last part of that. Okay. Hold on a second. How did they get Akechi out of the metaverse? Call my mom. Call your mom. Because I know the phone for Sai got him in and out. But how did Akechi get out of the metaverse? I know it has something to do with like Futaba. Like Futaba's hack or something. Like moved him in and out of the metaverse. Is that right? Okay. Okay. So Futaba with a hack moved him in and out of the metaverse with his phone. So hold on a second. That means there's okay. I just want to know like the timeline of the phone. Cause Sai had to be moved in and out of the metaverse. But how could, I mean, was there like a, okay, let me ask this. Was there a meta phone and a real phone that were doing the same things? Nay. Okay, no. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. No, hold on. There's only, okay, only Akechi's phone. God, I'm sorry, guys. There's something I'm just not understanding about this phone. We bugged his phone, and that's how we recorded him. We had to get
Phone?
Eat my sucky fucking dick!
Futaba used the phone to teleport him without him knowing.
No, I know that. I know that, Johnny.
Eat my sucky fucking dick!
Talk to Futaba.
Now people are tipping just to fucking give it away.
Everything in more detail.
All right, we'll just keep going. Okay. Jag Napier.
That sounds familiar.
Oh, he didn't say that part.
It's me, Akechi.
Okay.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular.
It's me phone.
It's me, phone!
More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
What are you laughing at? I just walked in.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in him yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
Thank you, by the way, for those bits, and also we got a new sub. Let's welcome.
Hail, Masha Man! Berserker!
What up, Masha Man? Welcome.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who?
How many fucking Shidos do you know?
I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility.
Can we take it off emote only now, guys?
First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity.
Yay? Okay. Okay, you wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Who wants to go outside? You wanna go outside? Yeah, let's go outside. Alright. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity, yep.
On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
Remember Anna and Kamoshida's place? Oh yeah, I do. The bikini?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
Oh, okay. I see why you asked me that. Because Kamoshida made a perfect copy of An with like very little brain matter. So it would stand to reason that Sai would make a copy of me, Jack. That would look and sound realish. Okay.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Yeah, I love that most of you are still talking in emotes. It's great. One more new sub.
Hail, Ray-Ban 47, Berserker.
What up, Ray-Ban? That was a better chat experience than ADDQ this year.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
Yeah, I know Futaba. Futaba explains it more later.
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido.
No, I have alerts. I have the sound of the alerts turned off until this whole section is over.
From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Just making sure I heard that right.
He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected.
It's all a conspiracy, man.
The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
Yeah, I figured that out, Scathe. Thank you. I said that a little earlier, when I was kind of puzzling through it.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister.
What would his palace be? His palace, he craves power. His palace would be like Parliament.
Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
Power, maybe a power plant.
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Parliament. Yeah, the Diet Building.
We got a hit!
Boom.
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
Yeah, what about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
Shut the fuck up, you two. Haru, Yusuke, you're not allowed to speak anymore. Ryuji, you're on thin ice. The rest of you are fine.
Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
Sounds good.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
Okay.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
School's out forever!
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
Oh shit, man! No more school!
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time.
School's out for murder!
He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Oh, we gonna kill this motherfucker?
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
Shut up, Ryuji.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
Indeed.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Have I been playing that long? Really? Has it been that long? Feels like it's been that long.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Oh, we still have one big question left. How did Akechi get the power to go inside of cognitions? Does Igor just hand this shit out?
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown?
I already forgot how fucking Haru did it. I fucking forgot how I did it. It's been so long, I don't even know how I got in there. Like, there's an app that appeared on the phone. I'm not looking at chat, by the way. There's an app that appeared on the phone. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say that that Futaba's mom is still alive. She's still alive. She ain't dead. She's still alive. She's a prisoner. And she made an app. Now they're just handing it out.
And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power.
Man, it's really tough.
It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how
It's
it works.
really tough not looking at chat, man. It's really, really tough. Because I know there's spoilers in chat. I'm sure of it. And it's just
Wakaba Ishiki,
really
was it?
tough not to
That
look
researcher.
over there.
She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Okay, maybe she is dead. Wakaba Ishiki. She wouldn't have died if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root.
Okay. So maybe she is really dead.
After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Okay.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to
Sounds
use
about
the
right.
metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Oh man, I'm gonna fuck you so hard, Akechi. Oh, my dick is half erect just thinking how hard I'm gonna fuck you when I catch you.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Okay, so wait a minute. All right, so they don't need Futaba's mom if they have her research already. I still can't remember how the fuck I made it in there. Or how Haru made it in there.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger.
I need to go back and watch like cutscenes like from like
after that, all
170
I had to do
hours
was
ago.
openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister.
Yeah.
However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One. Your
Chosen
assistance
One?
has been very influential in
Jesus.
making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country.
Perhaps
even the world.
Even the world!
Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Yeah, dude.
Guess he won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Okay. Are we gonna get another blood vow out of you? No? Not yet?
Well, how do I put this?
Oh shit! Okay, voice acting done. Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
She's right, let's hit the hay. Oh my god, I can fucking look at this. How many hours we got? 177. Woo! In his hometown, Jack is found guilty of a crime he didn't commit. Received a criminal record. He said to Tokyo. LeBlanc. That first night, Jack meets a man named Igor in his dreams and learns he must rebel against the fate of ruin. He also meets mysterious twins who instruct him to seek rehabilitation. What kind of fate awaits Jack? His first morning at Shooting Academy meets Ryuji. Two wander into a strange castle where a self-declared king almost kills them. Luckily, Jack's persona awakens. With the help of Morgana, all three manage to escape the castle. I met Igor in a dream. Blackhead figure, yeah, okay. Teammates, he masked thief, escape from the casino. Unfortunately, the thief is cornered and tries to flee but jump through a window. He's captured outside in a dark interrogation room. Young man, the masked thief, is questioned by multiple men, okay. After being roughed up, the young man is told to sign a statement with the only thing written on his name, Jack Napier. A woman enters the interrogation room. She introduces us to Najima, a public prosecutor trying to solve a complicated, strange case. Sai asks about the other world and Stealing Heart. Jack, under the influence of drug, recalls how his life got to where it is now. His memory drifts are able before he became Phantom Thief. Okay. So it doesn't really like say. Yep. Okay. All right, we have saved it. You know what? That was a huge lore dump. And I haven't gotten up in a minute, so let me get up. Give me like 1 or 2 minutes. I'm gonna go take a piss. And I'll be right back. So just enough time to go to the bathroom and like shake the cobwebs out of my head, okay? So like 1 or 2 minutes.